Hello everybody, this is Inaccurate Internet Critic here, and welcome to TheBoobTube on this glorious new year! That is right, I've actually uploaded an internet review in January. How about that? As for how I'm doing quite well, you know, for the most part. I mean, I did get to collab with my boy Ryan last week on Battle Geek Plus, while making my grand introduction to the Nostalgia Critic himself.
Is your channel all about boobs?
Well, no, not exactly.
What a ripoff! I want boobs!
Who would later blow off my toe?
Both of you dance!
Ah! Alright, hey, now one almost blew off my toe. Alright. But it's all good. I grew another one back. But anyways, after feeling such a huge satisfaction and delight, I found out something very disturbing. I'm gonna break character for a moment when I tell you this, that the day before this video came out, I got some very deep and troubling news that a good friend of mine from college passed away. And it did take a bit of a toll on me, especially with how well we knew each other back then. And it was really tough, and it's really tough indeed. And you know, it is a very tough thing when it comes to losing someone that you know, whether it be a best friend, someone that you love, or possibly your favorite pet. And we all have our ways when it comes to coping with loss. But what about those who don't quite understand it just yet? Well, that is where the short film Sidekick comes into the picture. Sidekick is a 2016 short film on YouTube which entails a struggling father telling his son a bedtime story to convey an important life lesson. There's not much else to say about it, mostly because I don't want to spoil anything just yet. And you find folks on Twitter who just so happen to follow me did voted on this as well as for my next short film to review. Well, let's not delay this any further. Let's take a look at the short film SIDEKICK. The video begins with this loving family driving home, and they all seem rather quiet around the dinner table. The mother, Emma, played by Emily Bett Rickards, tells her husband that they need to tell their son the news. So the father, James, played by Josh Dallas, takes his son to bed and tells him a bedtime story.
In fact, it just may be the greatest story of all time.
Yeah, wow. That is some fantastic CW editing style right there. So in this story, Captain Strong has an arch nemesis who he constantly fights called Darkman. And no, I'm not talking about the Liam Neeson version from the 90s. However, he does seem like he's the type of person to tussle with Dayman on occasions. Anywho, Captain Strong has a love interest that he calls her princess, who he saves on occasions. Mainly all the time for Darkman, which he does every time for many years.
All your stories are the same. The hero always wins because he's the hero.
Maybe this kid should grow up to be an internet critic. However, this story is a bit different, as the boy's father tells him that Darkman was actually plotting something all along, and that would be stabbing the hero in the back with an old-timey syringe filled with super poison, or something along those lines. I don't know, they're not quite specific. Darkman gives Captain Strong the old bad guy spiel, savoring this moment, and as he hauls the princess away, someone else comes into the picture.
A sidekick, small and agile, and able to channel electrostatic energy.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! You're doing it good, buddy. Great job!
This little spark is called Shockwave, and he tangos with the villain for a bit until Darkman gets the upper hand. Or so he thinks. As Shockwave delivers the final blow, and as the kid walks over to the dying Captain Strong, he makes a promise to the hero that he will always look over the princess. And as the boy's father concludes this story, that even though Shockwave may be small, he will grow up to become big and strong one day and look over the princess. And it is alright for even the strongest people to cry. The video concludes with the family heading back to the doctor's office, and the parents prepare their son for what lies ahead. And thus concludes the very short film Sidekick. A very touching piece, especially when it comes to hitting home to where it really matters. In my opinion, I think the cast was absolutely great, especially with that small child actor, Christian Michael Cooper, who does go on to win 2 awards from this short film. The special effects were pretty good, and the fact that this video pretty much delivers a pretty well thought out and passionate message. People that we know will never be around forever, and when they do pass on, there are going to be some people and loved ones left behind that we must do as we can to take care for them, as people we know pretty much move on, while making sure that we have to take care of them whenever we can. And I'll be honest with you, it's been a very long time since I gave any short film a perfect 5-star review, and I do have to say, Sidekick pretty much meets all of those standards, which is why I would give it the solid 5 out of 5 star rating. And if you watchers out there want to watch this video in its entirety, feel free to check out the link in the description box below. And with that said, I just want to say Happy New Year's to you all, and I want to try to make and for those of you who just recently subscribed, I want to make 2018 the most fantastic year for you guys, reviewing only the best content that I can provide for you guys. Do apologize that this one's a little short. It's mostly because obviously how short this video is, and plus how close it kind of hits home to where I'm coming from. And with that said, happy 2018, and I will see you all next time on the BoobTube.